Dear Journal, last night I had the strangest dream. It was a dream unlike any I could have imagined until this point, and now I feel it imperative that I get it down on paper, solidify it before the thoughts and images are pushed from my mind forever. I dreamt I was a fully fleshed and fully furred bear of sorts. A marvelous creature, to be sure, but it was a form I was far from used to. Pandaren. Ha! I thought it had a nice ring to it. The one and only sad part about this dream was that Neuropuppy was nowhere to be seen. Perhaps, all things considered, this had happened in an alternate reality of sorts where my faithful companion and I had not yet been reunited. There was, however, a curious turtle following me around. I didn't trust him. This new form I had assumed during my dream brought with it a few benefits that my undead body did not possess, like incapacitating my enemies in the blink of an eye, being better at cooking, and even enjoying the cooked food more. It even felt to me like the very essence of what it meant to be a hunter had changed. I wielded my bow, or in this case crossbow, with an unfamiliar ease. This increased affinity allowed me to take targets on at a much closer range than before. Yes, I felt like I truly was living up to the name point-blank Lumin in this most vivid of dreams. The use of melee weapons seemed entirely optional, unneeded even, and my training and progression in the art of survival somehow felt much more meaningful. Added to all of this, during this most lifelike of dreams, I was obviously no longer in the Undercity, or anywhere in Azeroth that I had ever seen before in all of my travels, both in this life or the one before it. I found myself, along with thousands or hundreds of thousands of other Pandaren, on the back of what I was almost sure was a monstrously huge sea turtle. That didn't even make sense. All the areas I laid eyes upon in this new land seemed so bright, so vibrant, so happy. I know it all sounds ridiculous, but it felt amazing. It was a stark contrast to the ravaged eastern kingdoms I had come from in the waking world. One thing that I found even more peculiar, if that's even possible, was that almost everyone I ran into called themselves monks. I had never heard of this class before, and now it seemed to be everywhere. And as I said, everyone seemed to be one of them. They claimed to be able to fill the role of tank, healer, or damage dealer. Pah! Can a monk fire an arrow as straight and true as Lumin the Hunter? Longshot Lumin? I very much doubt it. When I finally woke from my slumber, I saw that things were, for the moment at least, exactly as I had left them. I was comforted by that, and the fact that Nero was back by my side, but I was still left wondering. Was this a hint of things to come? A vision of the future? I for one sure hope so, because that is a future that both Nero and I would very much like to live in.